Hello there, Pisces. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for October 1st through 15th, 2019. So today we're going to be working with your universal astrology chart to get your basic universal patterns that are affecting all Pisces, and then we're going to go into some oracle and tarot cards and do a full spread for you to see what deeper messages and direction this first half of October is going in for you. Just a few quick notes. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Pisces out there. So if it does not resonate with you, just kick it on out to another fishy. If it does resonate with you, then those are meant for you. This will mostly correspond to Venus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. So check your chart. If you also have a lot of other planets in Pisces, you may as well find yourself really responding to a lot of the messages that come through, especially in the cards. Also, if you haven't already, do reach out. Please hit that subscribe button, join the little dragon family here, and also give it a dragon claw up. Give it that like button. Go ahead and mash that thing. Let us know that you enjoyed the content here. So let's go ahead and start with your astrology stuff. This is a very interesting beginning of the month. We're coming through a lot of Libra energy. New moon just happened in Libra, so we come through with a whole lot of Libra. For you, Pisces, that means that there has been a lot of movement within your universal Scorpio house. So there's been a lot of spiritual development, a lot of psychological growth, you understanding your depth and your soul quite well, because these are signs that actually make quite a lot of sense to you. You like peace, you like harmony. Libra has the same motivation. You like to make other people feel good. That's a big direction for you when it comes to that Libra connection. So when you go crossing into Scorpio later this month, you'll find that that also deepens up. Mercury and Venus will be passing into Scorpio on October 4th and 9th, and so you will feel that crossing into that 9th house of Sagittarius for you, and that is where those energies act out upon. So you will absolutely be learning, growing, deepening your awareness of yourself and others. Secrets come to the surface. Some of those intuitions that you've had in the past about people, situations, etc. come to the surface. It may be a surprise, but not a surprise. It's like, oh, I'm a little surprised, but not really a surprise because you already saw some of this coming. So a couple different things that are going on. Full moon is coming up on October 13th in Aries. Your last full moon, we're still working through the energies and vibrations of that because that was in Pisces for you. So you may feel when this next full moon comes up on the 13th, a culmination of all the energy, power, and things that you perceived coming through during that Pisces full moon sort of come to a conclusion. You start to realize, okay, I got the lessons from that. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll start moving into your card reading. I'm going to first move Mr. Dragon out of the way, put him over here with my crystals, and I'm going to pull a major arcana card, a crystal or gemstone card, and also a spirit animal to get some major themes for you, and then we'll go into the full tarot. Dear angels, divine beings of light, ancestors, guardians, helpers, and healers, please be with us as we do the October 1st through 15th reading for the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Pisces. Please bring through messages for their highest good and protect their energy and mind throughout the session. Thank you so much. Okay, Pisces. These two both came out. I was just going to do one, but they really kind of came out together. So both the High Priestess and the Chariot came out in the major arcana. So to me, a lot of people have actually been getting that High Priestess from the major arcana this particular session, because I think that people's spiritual intuitions are really increasing, and you are no exception to that. But you naturally have a lot of perceptive psychic power, so that doesn't really surprise me. The fact that I felt that Chariot card coming through along with the High Priestess makes a lot of sense, because to me this is a time, this next 2 weeks, that you'll be moving forward with a lot of your wisdom, a lot of the things that you have spiritually and emotionally learned. So very, very strong there. And that could also act out in the area of the home. The Chariot is about, Cancer energy. And I always see it as a little bit of Sag too, because it's a traveling kind of energy. So won't be surprised if it comes up both at home or on the road. So let's bring up a crystal or gemstone that will be good for you to work with right now. All right, this one's come up a few times as well, the cinnabar. So this is all about that sacral creative chakra for you, Pisces. This is also very grounding, kind of resinous stone, very good for business, very good for, grounding yourself and helping you get ahead, especially in that more material plane. You are a more spiritual creature, but, sometimes we got to live in this material physical world as well. So that's a good stone that you can work with to help you do that and to make your dreams become manifest. So let's pull a spirit animal for you and see which one is the strongest right now. Ooh, look at that. A very, very beautiful card. There's the Hawk Spirit, Pisces. So this is about letting Spirit be your guide. This is about keeping your head in the clouds, feet on the ground. It's like you're balancing, keeping that grounded stability, but you're also seeing the bigger picture. You're letting yourself look outside of the here and now and go a little further beyond. And Spirit is very strong with you, guiding you and leading the way right now. So this is a great beginning to your session. Let's go ahead and start with your tarot reading now. See what comes up for October 1st through 15th for Pisces. Oh, wow. So let's see. Yeah, give me just a moment. I'm going to put them all out and then we're going to do some clarifier cards as well. But this first card that came up for you, Pisces, is the Strength card. It is strong Leo energy, very much about, like I said, it's this balance of spirit and the physical form. And so any kind of worries, anxieties, things that have been really either hurting or troubling you, your spirit is rising up to meet the challenge, and it's really, calming down that inner mind, that inner ego, that inner voice that just seems to just go and go and go and go. And so let's see, yes, and this is definitely a completion to a cycle. So Pisces, you have really learned a lot about how to be a very good guardian, very good steward of your own spiritual being, of your own mind and the way that you think, the way that you process information. And this is definitely coming to a completion. Your strength is really shining right now. You really are coming out as a very, very strong, very wise person in the eyes of a lot of people. So let's go into the immediate past, which is going to be your King of Wands. So to me, like I said, this is learning about you, maybe about your ego, maybe about your pride, maybe about those, stronger, more masculine elements of your personality. These are not gender specific, so it doesn't matter. It's like we all have masculine and feminine energies and different balances in ourselves. And so this could have been you definitely learning about, what true leadership means, what it really means to love yourself and be yourself. Yeah, and this is you definitely, look at again. We had the hawk, now we got the eagle in this card with that Two of Wands. So, you really stepped into some leadership roles, and it also kind of opened up the horizons for you looking ahead. It's like, okay, now I understand myself better, and now it gives me the room to kind of grow, and now you're really stepping into that power right now with that Strength card. So on the underneath, Pisces, here's what Spirit needs you to know in your heart of hearts. This is your soul internal wisdom, is that Six of Pentacles. So this is all about balance. This is about giving and receiving. This is like, You know, have compassion and have charity for others, but don't give so much that you just bleed yourself dry. Very, very important to keep that balance. And I love how we're in Libra time, which is about the scales, and of course he's holding the scales of balance and justice in his hand. So it really is, you know, it's not about you being greedy or selfish. It's really just about you needing to understand that, you know, you need to live too. And even though you might like to keep giving and giving, sometimes you have to think of yourself as well in order to be good to anyone else. So let's pull a clarifier for that. Oh yes, and this is so beautiful, Pisces. You are becoming, you know, such a master of awareness when it comes to give and take, to reciprocity, people giving as much as they are receiving, and in both in return. So a very beautiful balancing energy and a higher wisdom that's coming in for you. Now here's the kicker card, I would say, because on the divine, on that higher mind, what Spirit's coming in for you with is the Tower. So this is, you know, sometimes can be a very upsetting card. I know a lot of people, it's like when you see that Tower, you're like, oh no, this can't be good. But, you know, this is, like I said, this is a more spiritual card. It's that more higher mind information. So I don't see this as being like a physical Tower moment. It's not like everything's going to come crashing down to the ground. This is more like an intellectual or spiritual Tower moment where it's like, oh my goodness, something that I had built up in my head or in my mind might not have been accurate at all. And so here comes the hand of the divine to kind of change the whole shape of the way I was looking at this situation. And there she is again, the High Priestess. She came out at the beginning of the reading. Here she shows up again in your tarot spread. So yes, this is so much to do with your intuitions. And Pisces, I tell you, it's you know, you have this wonderful, beautiful imagination, but sometimes that imagination can really run away with you. And so this is absolutely clarifying and clearing to tell you, are my intuitions correct, or am I just imagining the worst? So, oh my goodness. I think that as we go into Scorpio month next, you know, later in October and getting into the beginning of November, this is going to become even more clear. It's like what was real, what was not. And Spirit's kind of just going, bam, I'll clear away all the mental constructs, all that you have created around this subject so that you can see it clear and you know that your deep intuition is actually right. So here we go. Coming up into the immediate future is that Eight of Swords. You feeling very stuck, you feeling like you can't move forward. But as we always know with that Eight of Swords, she's really not as helpless as she looks here in this picture, because, you know, those bonds are really just made of fabric. Those swords are right there. She could back right up against those swords, do the little trick from the movies and just cut right through through that bondage. So, you know, this is really about sometimes almost being willfully ignorant, sometimes being willfully deceived. It's like, I don't want to look at this because it's too hard, and I feel too stuck. But if we just were willing to shift our mind, we could get unstuck. So let me look at the clarifier for this. Yeah, so this is really, I think the reason that you feel stuck, Pisces, is because you're waiting for something to come in for you. This could be a person, a job, a situation, a place, something that you're waiting for those ships to come in. I'm going to pull just a few more clarifiers on this because I'm just really curious what more. I feel that there's more that this has to say. Yeah, you're really waiting for connection, but it just keeps seeming to postpone itself, Pisces. Yeah, you're waiting for this Ten of Pentacles, that really, you know, stable family life, the stable home, better money, all of that. But it's like you have to rest. You have to rest. It's not time yet. It's not time yet. So that's the message I'm getting. If there's something that if you're waiting for an external factor to help you move forward, that's not going to be it, because right now your energy needs to be focused more into giving that to yourself. So get plenty of rest, be very good to yourself, take good care of yourself while you're in that feeling of waiting. You know, don't be in a rush. It's really be gentle. Be gentle right now. All right, so let's pull some advice and some outcome cards on this one. See what comes up. Oh, our Chariot came back up. Yes, he did. What a surprise. So 2 Chariots and 2 High Priestess, both very intuitive, you know, gathering more information, going forward. You are super strong. Don't forget that. Even though, like I said, you might feel like you're bound, you might feel like you're waiting. But don't forget, strength is at the center. Completion is at the center of this reading. So Pisces, you are absolutely not subjugated. You are not stuck. And you need to remember how worthy you truly, truly are. Absolutely. Oh, Emperor card coming up very strong as well. We've got 2 Emperors. So this is very strong, Aries. Notice when that full moon comes up on the 13th in Aries, that's going to be very powerful for you. So going on top of the Chariot card, suggested approach, this is definitely, again, moving forward, you know, gaining more momentum, gaining more knowledge, gaining more wisdom, really reaching for the stars. And that 9 of Cups is on top, which tells me you've already come a long way, Pisces, but you just have a little bit more to go. Don't fall into apathy, don't fall into complacency, because you're on the right track. You're on the right track. You're not on the wrong path. So then this Ace of Swords comes up is what you need to know. So there's this whole lot of clearing going on. This is divine source coming in and clearing a lot of clutter, a lot of mental and emotional baggage. So it's a very strong card. Sometimes can feel a little harsh, but it's really, really powerful and meant to clear away any illusions that we've had about moving forward into our future. And it's crossed by that moon card, and that's your card, that's your energy, that's Pisces. So again, you know, this full moon, this last Pisces full moon was very strong for you, probably revealed a whole lot of things to you, and so you're still working through that energy going forward. So then hopes and fears coming in, Pisces. 10 of Swords, there he is. You have been through a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak, probably a lot of feelings of people stabbing you in the back. And this is like, that's what it's like, I'm afraid this is going to happen again. I hope it doesn't. But there's that Aries strong Emperor energy coming in. And yet again, look at all the birds, all the hawks and eagles, Pisces, coming up into your reading for this couple weeks. So forward vision, seeing the bigger picture, divine giving you forward vision and direction and clarity. And this is, again, stepping into your power. So it's like when you're loving yourself, when you're taking good care of who you are, when you're valuing who you are, and you're truly stepping into your own leadership, you will not let people step on you. You will not, because you will put that energy out that will just keep those kind of people away from my beautiful Pisces out there. So the outcome card, again, another Emperor. So we got the Emperor doubled up, Chariot doubled up, and the High Priestess. So very powerful major arcana coming through in this reading. So here he is again. That is the potential outcome, potential future. You being a warrior, being a ruler, stepping into your leadership, and truly valuing yourself, Pisces, as the beautiful, strong, resilient being that you are. And then there's that Queen of Wands sitting right over top of that Emperor. So it's like, even the feminine energy is very, very strong here. She's a sword-wielding goddess. She's like, okay, you might think I'm going to be a pushover. You might think I'm just going to be so easy to talk into anything. But nope, not anymore. So Pisces, if you have felt taken advantage of or led astray or things like that in the past, this is coming in and saying very strongly, not anymore, not for me. If it's not good enough, it's not good enough. You do not have to feel bad about moving forward. All right, so let's bring up an Archangel card and an Oracle message just to complete your reading. Yes, and at this time you need this comfort, and give that to yourself. Very important. Archangel Azrael with the Comfort card. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And Azrael is also considered to be like the angel of death or crossing over. So Pisces, this could also be a very strong message from one of your passed on loved ones, that they are with you, that they are there to comfort and provide you that healing, peaceful energy that you need right now. Because even though you're getting stronger and tougher and you're not willing to put up with people treating you badly, it doesn't mean that you're not still healing. It doesn't mean that you're not hurting. And so it's time, you know, to have some healing. It's time to have some, you know, some recovery for yourself. That's why I think, you know, going forward, it's like, don't jump in too fast. Don't jump in too fast. And then the play card comes up in the messages. So have some time, set aside work, and just, you know, embrace some playfulness, some laughter, and just, you know, renew that spirit. Come back to that childlike, peaceful, beautiful energy. All right, Pisces, so these are your messages for the next few weeks. I'll be back very soon. I'll see you then. Take care.